Good Sunday morning, folks. Had somebody ask me about any cowboy poetry. Yeah, I do a little poetry. I've wrote a few, and I remember one of my favorite poems. I was a kid there in the 8th grade, about 13 years old, and I went to work for Brainerd's Ranch out north of Pampa, Texas, in the Texas Panhandle there along the Canadian River. Ed Brainerd gave me a book of poetry. One of the owners there of Brainerd's Ranch, and this poem was in this book, and it's called The Cowboy That Went Up to a College. It said, I went up to a college, and they asked me what I knowed to justify embarking on the education road. Well, I told them that my ma and pa had figured I was smart, for I could near always tell a horse and cow apart. They asked me what I knowed about the history of the earth. I told them the way I understand is that it started in Fort Worth. Where Adam, the first Texan, found a market for his steers. He started raising buckaroos with red and hairy ears. They asked me about my grandma. I told them she is dead. They didn't mention Grandpa, but I told them what he had said. That any man was foolish, and he's surely bound to fail, who would kick a hog barefooted or twist a panther's tail. They asked me what philosophy of life I favored most. Well, that one sure did snub me, right up to the snubbing post. I pondered some, then told them I always tried my best to aim my piston eastward when the wind was in the west. Well, I went up to a college, but I didn't stay there long, because they asked a heap of questions, and my answers were all wrong. But then my lack of learning won't seem so woe-begone. At least I knowed which end to put a horse's bridle on. Thank you, y'all. God bless. Have a good one.